Hello and welcome to Make a Difference, the show about volunteers and volunteerism in Montgomery County. I'm your host, Bonnie Ayers. It's April, and in addition to it representing the arrival of spring for an area that has endured a seemingly endless winter this year, it's time to celebrate Earth Month in Montgomery County. While Earth Day is a good step toward calling attention to the fact that the air, land, and sea around us need our help to be healthy, dedicating an entire month to nurturing our precious natural resources is an even better step. Shortly, we're going to hear about how residents of all ages can give just a few hours to help make the world around us greener, cleaner, and better for us all. But first, take a look at a few other volunteer opportunities that might interest you. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Make a Difference. I'm your host, Bonnie Ayers. Joining us to talk about Earth Month volunteer opportunities are Kimberly Knox, Community Outreach Manager with the Washington Suburban Sanitary Commission, and Jessica Jones, Program Manager for Outreach and Education with the Montgomery County Department of Environmental Protection. Kim, Jessica, welcome to Make a Difference.
Hello, Bonnie. How you doing?
This is exciting to have you two here because you coordinate and complement each other in a lot of ways. But Kim, let's talk about WSSC's outreach program, of which volunteers are a big part. We think about water mains and water quality and water emergencies and things when we think about WSSC, but you have a much larger involvement with the community. Tell us about that and how volunteers play into it.
Gotcha. Well, Washington Suburban Sanitary Commission, of course, works closely in partnership with the residents of Prince George's, Montgomery County, because we serve you with water and wastewater services. And so we have various events for the public. We just did our 9th H2O this year. For the second year, we did in partnership with DEP. We have a Children's Water Festival where we bring 600 fourth graders to Brighton Dam, and they get to spend the entire day learning about water. We also do a family fishing derby, which is coming up on Saturday, May the 17th, from 8 a.m. to noon at our Triadelphia Reservoir, which is located at 2800 Triadelphia Lake Road in Brookville. And we also do classroom presentations. I was just at a school yesterday, and we also do judging and career days, judging with science fairs. So there's a wide variety of things. But one of the things that we have is 5,600 acres along the Patuxent River. And what we have is some beautiful recreational areas that they're so beautiful that weeds have moved in. And so what we've been doing is working in partnership with Montgomery County Serves, churches, synagogues, Girl Scout troops, Boy Scout troops, and we do about 30 to 35 events every year, where people come in and either plant trees, remove kudzu or bittersweet or honeysuckle. We have 5 pollinator gardens that they plant beautiful flowers and beautiful host plants for the butterflies and the moths. And we also mulch and take care of that, as well as we also do some type of, we also do a lot of work in terms of mapping with students so that they get to learn about all the opportunities that are out there in front of them. And then we sometimes do partnerships with in Prince George's County. We're doing an Oxen Run. We're planting 500 trees. So it's not just on the Patuxent, but it's also on the Potomac.
Wow, that's quite a huge area and a huge number of events too. So I can imagine that volunteers are sort of essential to help keep these things going. So what kind of things can volunteers do? And I know we were talking before the show that even the focus of this, because I would assume that these events are for all ages. What can volunteers do to help?
So what we require is if you're 15 or over, you can come without an adult. If you're under 15, you need to come with an adult. But what we frankly do is when people come in, we have an idea, but if it's a younger crowd or an older crowd than we think, we change it up a little. For example, we planted service berries, and we were all ready for Girl Scouts to come in, and they came in and they were daisies, which would be 6 and 7-year-olds. So we had 5-gallon trees and 6 and 7-year-olds. But luckily, they were really excited about watering the little trees that we had put in. And so we worked in terms of there's a task for everyone, because that's the thing about working for the environment, doing things, is there's always a task that you can do to help the environment in Montgomery County and Prince George's County.
Well, and two, just the learning opportunities for these kids, and thinking about what volunteers can do. You don't necessarily have to be a teacher to teach during these times. What do you look for in a volunteer? What are the typical really good characteristics that you would like somebody to have when they volunteer?
Well, we provide them with the gloves and the garden snippers. We ask them to bring in water to drink in case they get thirsty. And we give them an orientation. We tell them this is part of the water that you drink. 30% of the water that WSSC provides to Montgomery County comes from the Patuxent, 70% from the Potomac. And then we give them the orientation of where they are and why they're making a difference. And then we start working right away, because when you're outdoors, you don't want to hear a lecture. you want to get out and you want to enjoy. And sometimes they'll ask questions and we'll answer it to everybody. And sometimes it's actually the students, because they'll become a one-to-one and you'll lead that discussion. And I've learned a lot from my volunteers. So all we're looking for is somebody who really wants to be outdoors and really wants to make a difference in the environment, and you'll see a positive difference by the time you leave.
Well, now that we've gotten this portrait of what you need and what you can do and really help to make a difference, give us some contact information about a phone number, email, website. These days, everybody has all three, so let's give the information where people can get hooked up with you all.
Okay, so WSSC has its environmental opportunities website page. Our website is wsscwater.com. You can also see all of our opportunities listed, of course, on Montgomery Serves. What a wonderful asset that is for Montgomery County. And our email is kknox@wsscwater.com.
A lot of letters, but it'll be on the screen, so we just need to get people there to be able to participate in all these things. And Jessica, DEP certainly doesn't take a back seat to anybody, too, with involvement in environmental activities. So April is sort of your month to really be out there and
maybe we love April.
get more attention than normal. But part of this message is that, as you all were saying before the show, that you want to make every month Earth Month.
Yes.
But let's talk about April and some of the things, particularly the stream stewardship program.
We believe that Earth Day is great, but what you really want is to every day within the month of April, every day throughout the year, take some time, take some recognition of the way that we both impact the environment and how the environment impacts us. And so what we try to do is get people to learn about the environment and then get out there and actually do service projects. So this month there are plenty of opportunities both with us as well as with our various partners of the different friends groups and service organizations throughout Montgomery County. We have, at the end of the month, we have several events planned, including 2 events with our Stream Stewards program during the spring break for Montgomery County schools. So if students need service learning hours, they can come and support us as we partner to do stormwater facility cleanups, where we pick up trash, where we're going to do tree planting on the 16th, and we're going to also do after that spring break another volunteer service event right after Earth Day on the 26th. And this is all with our Stream Stewards program, which is our signature volunteer event within our watershed management division, which gets trains families, individuals, groups. They come to our trainings. They learn all about how to care for their environment, how to represent DEP, and also how what they're doing impacts the watershed. And they can come out and they can then become an ambassador and represent us at events, or they can come out to any of these volunteer events and actually be able to get their hands dirty and plant trees and pick up trash. But these particular events throughout the month, you can be a stream steward or you can be a guest at one of those events and just come out for the one day. But we hope that when you do come out that you'll be like, this is great, I want to get trained now.
You're hooked.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you don't want to get out and, like you say, get in and get wet or get your hands dirty or whatever. There are some other things, we're talking about the green business, that people can do. It's not the typical volunteer type go out and give your time, but there are things, other programs that you all have that play into this environmental stewardship theme.
Yeah, the one is, like you had mentioned, green business, kind of outside the box thinking about it, but if you work for a business and your business wants to be recognized for environmental work or wants to get started, you can have staff form a green team and think about ways in which to green your business, and then actually become certified and then become recognized. And then people, as they go out shopping, could say, I want to support green businesses in the county. We currently certify both office buildings and landscape buildings, and then landscape companies, not buildings. So that opportunity is there. Our newest volunteer program is actually called Frogwatch, which is a nationwide program that we have, and we just started. This is the first year where people get trained to learn how to identify frogs and toads. And so then they can go out to a wetland and then listen for it and be like, oh wait, that's a spring peeper, or that's a wood frog, and they report that data and are able to send it into the National Frogwatch program. So that's, you can do the training with the county once and then go out throughout the entire year, do something in your backyard. It's kind of a different form of volunteerism that actually, for many people, it's exciting for them to be able to actually get engaged with wildlife in that way and be able to use their other senses.
And you do many wonderful things, but I would personally not volunteer for that, having a phobia, a slight lifelong phobia about frogs and toads. But I commend you for doing what you do, and everybody who does it, so I don't have to do it.
And kids love going out.
bet they do.
It's such a good program for parents to do with their kids if they want to do, if you homeschool, it's very common in the homeschool community, as well as doing it through school programs or science after school, is being able to do that sort of community service. And this is the newest thing that we're doing at DEP. We're partnering with different groups and doing other types of sort of trying to get out and educate people in different ways, and Frogwatch is our newest one.
Well, now that I'm sure we've whetted some people's appetites about that, give us your contact information, phone, email, website.
So if you want to learn about all the general opportunities that DEP has, you can go to our website, montgomerycountymd.gov/DEP. We also have a website called mygreenmontgomery.org, which is our green guide to how to go green in Montgomery County with different incentives, service programs. We have a calendar that includes both our events, private events, individual event, business. It's everything in one location. So I recommend that if you're not sure exactly what you want to do about any of these DEP programs, you can go there and find out what WSSC is doing or what a local nonprofit's doing. And if you want to register for the events that I had talked about earlier during the Earth Month, you can email stream.stewards@montgomerycountymd.gov.
Great. And give the DEP website.
That's montgomerycountymd.gov/DEP.
And an email address.
My email,
Yes.
if you want to contact about any of these or just anything related to DEP as a whole, is jessica.n.jones@montgomerycountymd.gov.
And is there a phone number connected to that?
I guess you can call me, 240-777-7753.
Well, you've certainly been a good spokesperson here. And I just want to thank you both for being here, because you do what you do complements each other so greatly. And again, the message I think you've both given is, don't let it end with April. Keep it going year round. So Kim for WSSC and Jessica for DEP, thank you so much for sharing just a tip of the iceberg about what people can do.
Yes.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. This has been great.
We've been talking with Kimberly Knox of WSSC and Jessica Jones with the Department of Environmental Protection about volunteer opportunities during Earth Month and a bit beyond as well. For information about volunteering during Earth Month or any time of the year, contact the Volunteer Center, 240-777-2600, or visit their website at www.montgomeryserves.org. And remember, as you've heard today, as a volunteer, you can make a difference.